The need for symbols is as important to the electrician as it is for people in everyday life. You see, we use symbols every day, like numbers and the alphabet. Symbols are used to identify state capitals and national interstate highways on road maps. And we use symbols to identify electrical terms, like voltage, current, and resistance. Symbols are also used to identify electrical components that are used in an electrical circuit. Such symbols are simpler to draw than pictures of the actual component. Symbols are the technical shorthand used in the fields of electricity and electronics, and they provide a standard representation of the component. We're going to be using the following components and their associated symbols in wiring electrical circuits. A conductor, or wire, is drawn as a straight line. The symbol for a battery or power source is two parallel lines. One line is shorter than the other. By common agreement, the shorter line represents the negative terminal of the cell, and the longer line represents the positive terminal. This is always the case, no matter how the power source is positioned in the circuit. There are two schematic symbols for a switch. The open switch indicates that the circuit is open and no current can flow. A closed switch symbol indicates a closed circuit or a complete path for current to flow. This is the symbol for a light bulb or a pilot lamp. There are three types of diagrams used to show the interconnection of components in electrical and electronic equipment. They are pictorial, wiring, and schematic. A pictorial diagram is used to show the physical details of the components and the wiring connections as you would actually see it. In a simple circuit, a person could look at a group of parts, compare them to the diagram, and wire the circuit as shown. However, since modern equipment is so complex, it's not practical to use a pictorial diagram this way. The pictorial diagram is used primarily for the identification and location of components and not for construction or wiring purposes. A wiring diagram is similar to a pictorial diagram, except that the components are simply shown as rectangles or circles. The location or layout of the parts or components is in their actual position, and all connecting wires are shown connected from one component to the other. Wiring and layout drawings are used extensively by technicians in the construction and maintenance of electrical and electronic equipment. A schematic diagram is an organized drawing of a circuit using standard symbols to represent the various components. It is the electrical blueprint that tells the technician where and how the electrical parts are connected in a specific circuit. It makes it easy to identify the type of circuit and to see how it fits in with the rest of the equipment. In reading and drawing schematic diagrams, there are a few simple rules to learn. All parts are shown by their electrical symbols. The leads which extend from a part are shown by straight lines. If three or more parts are joined physically at a common point or terminal, this point is indicated by a heavy dot on the schematic. The junction of these leads may be identified by a letter or a number. If two lines in a schematic diagram cross one another and a dot does not appear at the point of crossing, they're not connected at that point. Sometimes a loop is used to indicate this condition. Let's examine a simple circuit. Every circuit must consist of a power source, a load, a switch to control the circuit, and wires or conductors to complete the circuit or form a closed loop. This circuit consists of a battery as the source, a lamp that will limit the current flow, a switch that will turn the circuit on and off, and conductors to finish the circuit. With the switch closed, the circuit is complete and the lamp is lit.